Here we are again. There's your mother, as usual, nodding in the corner. So tonight we are on a campsite that is technically closed. Hello. Yes, it's technically closed, but we rang the lady and she said, I'm sorry, you can't have a cabin. And we said, well, we don't really want a cabin because we've got our own. And she said, well, if you've got your own facilities, that's different. And I said, well, is it alright if we stay? And she said, yeah, it's fine. She said, if you can find electric, you're welcome to it. So we did. So here we are, campsite, no facilities really, except electricity. But you know what? We're fine. This van's, in fact, this van is better than I ever thought it was. I mean, there's only one space, which is this. And it's a living room, a kitchen, a dining room, and a bedroom. But not all at the same time. And it's a bit of a faff swapping it from one to the other. But once you've done it, it works perfectly well. Doesn't it? She's nodding. She's going, get some more gin. And it drives like it's just marvellous. And I found the all-time favourite road of mine, which is the E6. It's marvellous, isn't it? It is. It's marvellous. And the one thing I've noticed about the Norwegians, apart from the very, very smooth roads with no utility trenches across them and manholes and potholes, they're just nice, smooth bits of tarmac, large-scale electric tracks, and they get all the super elevations correct. So the camber of the road, you hardly have to steer. I'm not joking. You can be doing 70 down the road and you don't have to steer because the road just goes this way and that way. It's absolutely marvellous. Anyway, so last night we stayed at that very little nice place. I forget what it was called now, do you? Corville or something.
Yeah, near a ford.
Yeah, it was near Vestfjord, which means west. Very nice it was, very pleasant. And we got some friends parked up next to us in California from Germany. The lady didn't speak very good English. Shocking, really. I told her where the douche was, though. I said douche. You went, douche.
It's French.
Is it? Is it? Thought it was German. Well, what's German for shower?
I don't know. I thought douche was French.
No, it's German. Anyway, she understood. She was very impressed with me wearing my shorts this morning in the frost. I had to chip the ice off the electric hookup cable this morning. Anyway, then we set off. We just whizzed, didn't we, down the E6 till we got to the Arctic Circle Centre, really. Didn't do much before then. And we had fun at the Arctic Circle Centre. Oh, but just before the Arctic Circle Centre, Mum's holiday was made complete.
Oh, yes.
Because she saw not just one moose, but a whole herd of mooses. Is it moose eye? I have no idea what you call a flock of mooses. But anyway, there were a lot of them, and they were on a railway line, so they're probably dead now. Anyway, we saw some mooses. She made me turn back so we could film them. Anyway, we did. So we went to the Arctic Circle Centre. Very interesting. There weren't many people there, were there? We watched the film, which told us all about what the Arctic Circle is. If you need me to tell you, I'll have a chat with you sometime. Lovely day, wasn't it? Mum made some graffiti. She wrote on a rock and stuck it on a pile of rocks with our names on. So, can't think of much else at the Arctic Circle, can you? Yeah. We saw a train go past, funnily enough. And apparently it's a tradition to honk as you go past, not as in throw up, but to beat your horn. So the lorries were doing it and the train did it too, so that was interesting. What else? Something I was going to be excited about to tell you all.
You drew your own Arctic circle line, didn't
Yeah, I drew a line in the sand and we stood either side of it. Yes. I was on the Arctic side, which, now you didn't, Mum might not know this, but the Arctic is technically a desert. Hence, shorts. See? What else? I can't think of anything else, can you, today? No. I thought there was something. Probably that E6 that was really exciting. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be up and out. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Yeah, that was it. We're actually in the flight path of this town's called Mo I Rana. Now, Rana's the river that's just there. So quite what Mo I Rana means, I don't know. It might mean Mo upon Rana, as in Newcastle upon Tyne. You see, yeah, Stratford upon Avon. Probably does mean that. So anyway, here we are at Mo, and people do call it Mo, like you would call it Stratford and Newcastle, so it makes sense. Our Norwegian's very good. Mum was fluent now. She was talking to the mooses today. Anyway, we're in the flight path of the planes. As they come in, the landing lights reflect on the river. So I said to Mum, we better not leave the landing light on tonight. Else we might get an aircraft on our heads. Anyway, there you go. So tomorrow, carrying on the E6. I think the E6 is Europe's longest road. It's more than 1,000 miles long. And I think we've done the vast majority of it. Anyway, we're carrying on south. Nothing remarkable tomorrow, I don't think, apart from we have to go to a shop for some milk. Yeah. And heading for, oh yeah, what?
you? Had a good tea.
Well, we did have a good tea. Mum made us fish cakes and mash and peas and carrots, followed by a bar of chocolate.
Half of that.
Well, half a bar, yeah. And I'm just about to have some whiskey. So tomorrow we're heading for Trondheim, which we really liked when we went last time. We won't go into the town again. That's where we got on the bus and didn't get off and pull the bell and all that. And we'll probably go back to that campsite that we stayed at previously. And on the way, we're going to call at a little place called Hell. So we'll see what that's like. It's probably very warm. So yeah, that's tomorrow. We're thundering south really. It took us 3 weeks to get up there and we're getting back in about 3 days probably. So we're bombing along. So that's it. All I have to say is thank you and good night. I'll hand you over to your mother.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
Mind bugs don't bite.
And planes don't land.